Anyways, I'm really glad that I can make it here with you guys. Can you guys make it really loud for your bartender calling everybody, just getting us all right? He has the privilege to not be from Florida or Texas, so yeah, that's really awesome for him. Yep, from Iowa. One of those flyover states, you know. Anyways, I'm really glad that I'm here, and I'm really glad that your next comic can make it. Coming all the way out here from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Make it loud, everybody, for Nate Hernandez.
Hell yeah. I love representing Texas. I love representing the place that gave you guys Selena and UGK. There's a lot of white people in here. That's a rap group. You can look that shit up on your ride home. We also gave you Beyonce and Senator Ted Cruz, but I feel like the Beyonce undoes one of those. You know what I mean? Oh, all right, yeah. No, that makes sense. That bad? Really? Beyonce couldn't even erase? That's fair, actually. What has Florida really given us? You know what I mean? Really think down about it. Florida's not giving us shit. It's giving us white people from Florida and like the drug that makes you want to eat another person. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I've ever seen out of Florida. Like when I meet a white dude, you know, and he's being a little too racist quickly, and you're like, where are you from? He's like, Florida. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. Right on. There's a lot of differences between, I've only been here in Oregon for 2 years. Thank you. And I'm proud to be here. Awesome. There's been a lot of weird differences. Big ones. Like, I've never had to buy a rain jacket before, and now I walk around looking like the third member of Oasis. It's the worst thing. I'm the coldest I've ever been. But even down to the smallest, most minute details. There's a bar I like to go to in Salem, and on the wall, there's graffiti, and it says, "Smoke Narcan." Fuck yeah. I was like, right on, nice. I'd love to meet the person that did that. And then recently they painted over it, and then I'm assuming the same person came back, and he wrote, "Fuck you, Miranda." And I know it was said like that because it was like, "Fuck you" in block letters, and Miranda was like a nice like calligraphy. I was like, awesome, dude, yeah, well, looks like him and Miranda are gonna figure things out, you know? Smoke enough Narcan, you can fall in love. That's a Florida story, you know what I mean? I want to shit on Florida one more time. I feel like every time you flush your toilet, that's where it goes. Like, it just goes to Orlando, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's why there's, like, so many Floridians in there. Is there anyone from Texas right now? No, dude, because Texas is sick. No, don't do a little bit. 7 years in Texas? Where about? Oh, all right. The Portland to the south? Awesome. Yeah. You were here but hotter? Awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what Austin is, dude. I wanted to throw you guys off. I wore the hockey jersey because I know when you guys think Texas, you guys think hockey. But I just can't. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to get a Cowboys jersey. You know what I mean? Cowboy fans, they suck. That's a everywhere thing. They suck fucking everywhere. I was in Wilsonville, which, by the way, when I left, I didn't feel like I should call it Chilsonville, but whatever. I was on stage, and I am Jewish. Thank you. Oof. All right. Are you guys like Wilsonville? You guys aren't gonna like the end of this story, dude. I'm half Mexican. I know you guys heard Hernandez. You're like, well, he doesn't look Mexican. He looks lesbian. But so, like for real, if I stand like this, don't I look like every lesbian that plays softball ever? I look like I'm about to tell you to keep your glove down. You know what I mean? Where the fuck were we? Oh yeah. So whatever. I'm in Chilsonville. I go up and I go, "Hi, I'm Nate Hernandez. I know I don't look Hispanic. It's because I'm half Jewish. And when you mix Judaism with stuff, this is what happens." And a lady stood up and went, "Boo!" And I was like, "I'm sorry." And she was like, "Boo, not here." And then went to the bathroom for my whole set. And she was in a Cowboys jersey. That's the point of that story. That felt like the more important part. You know what I mean? So just goes to show, anti-Semitism, Cowboys fan. That's how you know. Like Hitler would have been like, "Those guys are doing great." It's Des Bryant's year this year, you know? I did recently get a haircut. Thank you. Not cheering for anything, huh? All right. Jewish, nothing. Texas, nothing. Haircut, not shit. Awesome. I did recently get a haircut. It's uncomfortable to get a haircut for me. I have long hair, as you can see, so I don't go to like a barber. I'm not a super manly guy. I also feel like that's very apparent about me. But, okay, for Texas, not for Portland. But you see me blowing a dude later, you're like, "Oh, he was a little effeminate. All right, yeah, awesome, yeah." But no, I did get a haircut, which is weird for me because I gotta like choose the place where like, you know, like a hot lady would get a haircut because it's weird because you go in as a man to get a haircut and you show them a picture of a hot guy and you're like, "Will you make me hot?" And they're like, "We're gonna see what we can do. You don't have as defined cheekbones or jaw or you're fat." I was like, all right, well, and So whatever, I'm in there, and it's just uncomfortable because it's just like you and a lady in a room alone, and that's weird. That makes me sound like I'm dangerous. I'm safe to being alone with. Yeah, dude, that made me sound like I may assault you. I won't. I'm a cool guy. I'm not from Florida, you know? And I'm gonna shit on them all night. There's 2 of them here, so whatever. So whatever. I'm getting the haircut. I show her the picture of the hot guy. It's all going my way. And halfway through, I'm making 0 conversation. And I've been doing this thing lately where I go, I need to make a friend right now. You know what I mean? Like I have like real golden retriever energy. Like I need everyone to like me. And we haven't said shit for like 15 minutes. And she takes me over to the sink and she's washing my hair. And if you guys have never had a stranger wash your hair before, it is better than head. It is the greatest thing I've ever got. Like just, like I wanted to let out a moan while she was doing it. Like I wanted to be like, oh my God, take me away from this. So whatever. As she's doing that, I say, looking up at her with full confidence, I go, this feels really good. And she goes, yeah? And I go, when was the last time you pleasured a young man like this? Yeah, that's how it was received, if you're wondering. Like, she looked visibly uncomfortable after I said it. And you can't come back from that, dude. It was like calling a lady who isn't pregnant. Like, I was like, here's $100. I'm never going to come back. So this is just my hair now. I don't know. And the trend has just continued, dude. I don't know. I can't get it right. There's a girl I see at a bar pretty consistently. And I saw her again for the first time in a long time. And I walked over to her and I was like, oh, you're drinking non-alcoholic beer. That's cool. And she goes, yeah. And I was like, are you sober? And she goes, no, I'm actually pregnant. To which I replied, do you know who the father is? Because I was joking. I don't know. I don't think she didn't take it as a joke. She took it instantly very badly. I was like, all right. I'll leave you guys with this story. Texas gives you a lot of confidence. I will be 100% honest with you. It's very... When I first heard about sex, I was a young Texan. I was like, I'm going to be awesome at this. Like, they're going to build structures with me and, like, worship me and be like, this guy was so good at sex, no one should ever try it again. And I had one sexual dream when I was a kid. I just wanted to get head from a girl that had Pop Rocks in her mouth. That's all I wanted. Like, I figured once I did that, God could just fucking call me home. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, take me home, Lord. I'm a 7th grader. And when I was 16, I finally made it happen. Thank you. I found a girl. She was 16. I was also 16, so don't get that fucked up. I'm not from Florida. You know what I mean? Whatever. We go to the store. We get Pop Rocks. And I pour them in her mouth. And they're popping, they're sizzling, and she's like, oh, are you ready? And I was like, girl, I've been hard since I picked you up. You gotta start sucking something or I'm gonna come in my belly button, you know what I mean? She starts blowing me, I'll be honest, don't fucking do that. It feels like you're fucking a gravel road. Like, not my proudest nut, but I still did it. Thank you guys so much. I've been Nate Hernandez.